What is up, LEGO gang? Nicole here, back at it again for another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new CMF 25 LEGO minifigures. This box here is a complete set of 12, so we do know that we have one of each in here, so this is going to make our job a lot easier. This is the second release of collector minifigures series boxes, of course following Marvel's release of their collectible minifigs back in the fall. Unlike previous series that came in bags where you could kind of feel for what you wanted, these are truly blind and there's really no way around it. I did post a weight guide on my Instagram, but of course, because of the glue and different packaging and some variations in parts and extra parts, the weight guide isn't entirely accurate, but if it can help you kind of get close to what you're looking for, definitely check it out and let me know if it worked.
So here's a quick snapshot of my weight guide. Of course, you can find the full image on Instagram. I also decided to include my friend Jay's from Jay's Brick Blog's weight guide. Our numbers are a little different, but hopefully this gives you a baseline for what you're looking for.
In any case, let's open these up and take a look at the minifigures. This complete set of minifigs was sent to me by the LEGO Ambassador Network, but of course, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own, and I hope that the information I'm sharing with you today is helpful.
This 12-pack contains a complete set of the CMF 25 minifigs. Now, I don't know if this will be available online or in stores to purchase, but for the Marvel CMFs, this was only available in Denmark or Sweden, so I can only assume that that's going to be the same for this. These are what the individual CMF packages look like, and these are what you're probably going to find in the LEGO store as well as in Target or Walmart, but these are going to retail for $4.99 and be available from January 1st, 2024 and onwards. These little pamphlets come in every CMF box, and I kind of look at them as a collector's guide so you can check off which CMFs you have and which ones you don't, but also it gives you kind of a general idea of how to build each minifig. The first minifig we get is the Noir Detective, and I kind of like the black and white feel of this classic detective. I love the fabric collar that we get, as well as the dual molded legs and the fully printed torso. The fedora is brand new to this minifig, and it's a part that we have not seen before, as well as the red color fish, which represents the red herring, and he comes with a magnifying glass. Up next, we have the esports gamer girl, and at first I thought this minifig was very plain, but now the more that I look at it, I see so many little Easter eggs. The front of the jersey almost looks like a tribute to the castle theme. She's got arm printing, and I thought that the pants were pretty plain, but there's actually stripes running up the side, which I think is really, really cool. I also appreciated the Vita Rush sponsorship printed on the back of the torso, as well as the printed arms. Additionally, she does have two facial expressions, one of a smirk and one of a more happy gamer face, but I love her headphones, and I also like the mouse that they gave her. Up next, we have my favorite minifig in this entire series. This is the Vampire Knight, and this is the most epic minifig I think I've ever seen. This is a modern remake of the 90s Batlord. This minifig is printed from head to literally toe. The torso is fully printed as well as the arm printings, and the legs are fully printed. But look at this cape. It is so epic and menacing, and the underside is red. This minifig comes with two facial expressions, one of a more questionable vampire one, and the other one is a more menacing vampire, but both are equally terrifying. I love the helmet with the bat wings as well as the shield, and the axe just looks amazing. This minifig is a 10 out of 10. Up next, we have the Sprinter, and I love the direction LEGO is taking with inclusivity and including a minifig that has prosthetic running legs. He stands on a number 1 printed winning block. I especially appreciated the back of the torso with his bib number being 2024. I'm not entirely sure, but this seems like an Easter egg because the CMFs are releasing in the year 2024. This minifig comes with two expressions, one happy and one as a sweaty mess, which I assume is from running a very long race. When we remove the metal, we get a better look at the front of the torso. I love the stripes on this, and again, we see the bib. Up next, we have the Goat Herd, and he's got a printed torso as well as dual molded legs with a fanny pack for coins. I don't know what this accessory is supposed to be, but it looks kind of like a rice cake, and he's got a walking stick. Turning the fig around, we can see that he has some arm printing as well as a satchel or backpack of some sort. But the backpack is pretty cool because you can actually put things in it. Now, this minifigure has two facial expressions. One looks a little bit sleepy, while the other one just has a plain old normal looking face, nothing too crazy. The best part about this particular CMF isn't even the minifig at all, it is his accessory, the goat. The return of the goat was possibly the biggest LEGO reveal of 2023. This is the first time we've seen the goat since 2011, and everyone is excited for it. And I have to say, it looks really good. The only thing missing are the iconic brown spots. Another favorite minifig of mine in this series is the little mushroom sprite. I think this little minifig is so cute. It's got dual molded short legs as well as the skirt from the Trolls line, and the torso is printed on both the front and the back. This minifig does have two facial expressions. One is this cute little childlike smirk, and on the other side we get just this really happy, joyful facial expression, just very youthful. The mushroom hat has a hole for accessories, but I also like the texture on the bottom of it. It really gives it some shape and character. The accessory for this minifig is a butterfly, and I believe the coloring of this butterfly is brand new, but don't quote me on it. Up next, we have the fitness instructor, and she is shredded with a full six-pack of abs. She's got dual molded legs as well as a fully printed torso, but one of the cool things about this is she actually has an arm tattoo, and I think that that is so cool that LEGO is now including stuff like that. Her accessories are a kettlebell as well as a Vita Rush sports drink. She's got two facial expressions, one happy, sweaty one, and the other one I can only describe as a CrossFit lifter's face. Up next, we have the Triceratops costume fan. This looks like it's going to be the partner for the T-Rex costume guy that we got in the last minifig series, but he's got printed legs as well as a fully printed torso. His arms are also printed. What I really appreciated was the printing on the tail matches up almost perfectly to the back of the torso. That is a really cool touch that they did. I also really love his dino head. It looks legit. This minifig comes with two facial expressions. One is like a serious, I don't know what's going on face, and the other one looks exceptionally happy. So that's definitely like the post candy on Halloween face, if I had to name it. The next minifig we get is the harpy, and to be completely honest, I didn't know what a harpy was, so I did Google it, and a harpy comes from Greek mythology. It's basically this bird of prey with a woman's face, and it's kind of scary and strange, so now this minifigure totally makes sense to me. And at first I wasn't totally thrilled about this, but now the more that I look at it, I love it. Like, I love the legs, I love the printing on the toes, as well as the claws they give, and the wings on the back. Like, now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that this has to be one of the most epic figs in this series. I love the hair piece, and when we remove the wings we can get a better look at the torso, and it's so impressive, all the feather detailing that's printed on the torso as well as the arms, and the back looks really cool too, and I love this blue color. Long story short, this has definitely moved up to be one of my favorite minifigs in this series. And speaking of favorite minifigs, we're followed with the Train Boy, who I love this minifig. I love the molded train that comes with this, as well as the steam coming out and all the little wheels that attach. This also reminds me a little bit of the steamboat guy we got in a previous series, but this one is just so much cuter. And that 25 on the front, I think, is an Easter egg that this is series number 25. And fear not, because if you lose it, they actually will include an extra, oh my god, apparently I just struggled to pick this up, but they include an extra little Series 25 front, so you can use this somewhere else, or if it gets lost, you can reattach it. Let's take a look at the minifig. I love that the blue legs complement the torso printing very well, so you get the overall look of the overalls. I love his hat, which I believe is unique to this minifig, and he only has one facial expression, which he has this like eye patch thing. I also like that the bandana printing continues onto the back. We are just hitting favorite after favorite of mine. The Fierce Barbarian was an unlikely favorite of mine. I think the printing on this minifig is stellar. I've never used that word before, but it's stellar. Her arm bracings look really, really good. And I love this sword from the Dreams line, but her hair looks really cool too. Like everything from the dual molded legs with the side printing, as well as the front and back torso printing and the printing on the sword, like everything looks really, really good on this minifig. I'm obsessed with her. And she has another face printing, which is more of like her fighter angry face. And last but not least, we have the pet groomer, and I really like the torso printing on this one and the continuation of the apron going down to the front of the legs. But one of the cool things is this new hairpiece with the hearing implant. Again, I love that LEGO is including more of these things in their minifigs. But yeah, overall, this minifig wouldn't be cool without the dog and the hearing implant. The dog is really cool. I believe this is an Afghan hound. It's one of those fancy ones that you would see during like the Thanksgiving Best in Show. This one would probably win, but I really like this new mold. I think this dog is going to be very popular for the people picking up this CMF series. So here's a complete look at all 12 of the minifigures in this series, and I really think genuinely that this is one of the stronger CMF series that LEGO has ever released. So before we wrap up this video, I do want to show you my top 5: the Fierce Barbarian, the Vampire Knight, the Mushroom Sprite, the Train Boy, the Noir Detective, and of course I cannot leave out the goat, but the goat herd can stay with the crowd, or the herd, he can stay with the herd. These were my 5 favorite minifigs in this entire CMF 25.
In any case, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment below and let me know which of the CMF minifigs was your favorite and what you think about the new boxes. As always, peace out. Bye.